When it comes to the worker empire, trade crates are a great way of making passive income with all of those extra materials while just making sure your workers are fed. After floundering around on my first attempt with trade crates, I made a lot of changes to my empire to ensure I will make some money. Trade crates have gone through some updates that have increased the amount of silver that can be made in Black Desert, but in 2023, the real question is, can trade crates still make hundreds of millions, and are they still worth making? With having set up a worker empire, getting trade crates made and traded in should be any trader's goal. With how little it takes just to get started, just having to click and forget, trading can make billions with barely any interaction. Welcome back to the series all about life scaling. My name is Teddy, and today I'll be returning to my trade crate empire to show you just how much the trade crates can make while doing other things in the game. Having done a lot of changes and making sure all of my nodes are connected this time, making a fortune on crates is easy. Previously, I didn't have Valencia connected and I was only using 2 workshops, but this time I do have Valencia connected to the rest of my worker empire and more workshops making crates. From trash crates to the more valued ones, I left my workers working with a constant stream of food to package materials for a while. Now, I could just tell you to make a certain crate and call it a day, but when choosing a crate to make, you should go by what materials are easier to gather and processed faster. Sure, the value of the crates can be alluring, with the jewelry crates being valued at 350k before distance and the desert trade buff, but don't let that fool you. Trash crates can make a huge amount of silver with the materials easier to come by. For me, I have my workers gathering, processing, fishing, and packaging everything, so I have less interaction with my workers while having them constantly make crates. This gives me thousands of crates to trade in to make what I hope will be at least 1 billion silver. Let me know if you set up your own trade crate empire or if you haven't bothered with the trade crates. With trading sometimes feeling like a chore, I understand if this isn't for you, and I try to only spend 1 day a month trading in all my crates. While you're down there, be sure to leave a like if you make millions on trade crates alone. Oh, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and turn on all notifications so you don't miss out on any new videos, and it helps the channel grow. Let's see how fast we can hit 4K subscribers. With all of that being said, this is not meant to tell you not to sell your materials or to solely turn your materials into crates. This is just a fun way to show you how I turn in my crates and how much it makes me. You should just enjoy the game at your own pace. But let's head out and start getting all these trade crates transported and traded in. Because my workshops are all over, I have to use my wagon to transport everything to Euphoria. It's a small amount of experience for training, but any little bit counts when it comes to Black Desert. To help with that, I have a Tri-Manos trainers close to help training my horses to be delivered later on and to get some training experience. I also will be using my Into the Sunset Lightstone combination too to increase the experience gained. As for buffs, because I plan on spending a lot of time either on a mount or a ship, popping the Stonetail Windmill will increase the amount of experience earned for both training and my horse's experience. Celerity drafts will help further increase the experience for both training and mounts while also providing sailing experience. The other buffs, however, will help with experience and mastery bonuses before trading, but let's just get going. I'm using the Forest Path wagon with some enhanced parts so my sprint is faster to quickly get everything transported sooner and my mounts leveled to 30 quicker. Now, when I said I only do this once a month, it's mainly because of how long it takes to transport everything from place to place, with only able to carry far less crates to each location. To help speed this up, I will have transport wagons helping out courtesy of not being able to move all my trade crates between storages anymore, and removing the ability to pile everything onto a horse and calling it from one location to another. If you have a map, this can help speed this up, but expect to be semi-AFK for a while. And don't worry, I don't plan to make you sit through hours of watching a wagon or a ship. Throwing on as many crates as my wagon can handle will slow down the wagon and remove the ability to sprint. This will also increase the time it takes to complete, but at least it helps move one stack at a time. Once all my crates are in Port Euphoria, it's time to start loading small amounts onto my caravel and sailing them to Encanto Harbor. I don't want to weigh down my slip with just how slow it'll take to sail, so the tiny bundles are more than enough if it means I won't struggle sailing. While using my caravel, I will use my Tri-Manos Sailor's Clothes for the increased sailing stats, which will give me more sailing experience in the process. It's not much, but it's a lot better than having to sail out to Megoria just to get the experience for sailing. With my breezy sail skill going constantly, I can quickly get to the harbor and back to Velia to resupply before heading over to Port Euphoria for more crates. I was also warned not to take these manually, and I should be more concerned, but hey, here I am. Again, this will take a lot of time, but once it's done, it will be worth it in the end. To ensure the least time is wasted when I have the desert trade buff while I'm unloading my crates, I rode my wagon all the way out here to the harbor so that by the time I'm done, I can quickly start loading everything onto the wagon and head out to Valencia. Besides, I like to get everything into the Valencia storage since it's a lot easier to pull them out and head all the way to the trade manager opposed to trading them in from the harbor. With everything in the Valencia storage now, I just have to put my wagon away and head out to Pilgrim Sanctum sharing for the trade buff. I have a fully geared brown camo with the sprint skill letting me travel quicker though slower than dying, but wearing my desert camo and a fairy prevents the desert debuff while I ride. Now that I have the buff, let's get back to Valencia and start trading in all those crates. Before I start trading in my crates, I make sure not to have any silver in my inventory so you can see how much I make total. I wear a +4 silver embroidered trader's clothes for the added +25 trade experience and the professional trader's clothes as a costume for another +10 trade experience to quickly hit Guru. I really don't use any buffs other than the seafood Kron's meal, but that's always present. I don't have any of the trading artifact or lightstone combinations for the more trading experience. Also, one thing to keep in mind, this is based off of where I chose to make my crates, my trading mastery, and the amounts of crates I made. The value and overall total can be increased using other workshops, crates, and workers. To make sure I get the most value from trading, I'll play the bargain game to increase the values. Hopefully I don't burn through all of my energy before I can finish trading, but with all the prep out of the way, let's start trading in these crates. Starting out with the lowest on the list is the potatoes and the paprika crates. These are valued lower than 5,000 and will take thousands to make any real money on them, but with how fast the crops can be gathered with workers or manually, leaving these for longer will make more in the long run. Moving on to the mushroom crates, ghost mushroom crates are extremely low in value, which won't make a lot like the vegetable crates. Next are the heavy hitters like the fish crates. I have nibbler, moa, octopus, flying fish, John Dory's, siggynods, sorrels, big eyes, mullet, and finally scorpion fish. Yeah, I couldn't figure out which fish I wanted to do at first, and then I decided to package as many fish as I could, and I might have went a little bit overboard, but the cheapest fish here is going to be the flying fish, big eyes, mullets, and scorpion fish. These are considered trash crates just for leveling workers, and I made these to level my goblins for more fishing. The next set of fish are the octopus, moa, siggynods, and John Dory's. These are valued around 20k each, which I chose to make a ton of these to see what I can make on just these crates alone. The last fish to be listed are the nibblers at 98k per crate. Like stated before, I decided to make a ton of crates throughout the week, so now it's on to the metals. Trading in the steel and brass are the lower end crates here, and the real money makers here are the titanium, vanadium, and snowfield jade crates. These are all valued at 1,000 per crate for each, and I have more snowfield jade crates, which should make me the most money. The highest valued crates are the jewelry crates at 360 per crate, which I did not make a lot of. I couldn't get enough silver. Getting towards the end are the timber crates. Because these were one of the first workshops I set up, I do have Calpheon crates, and I know these can make a nice amount of money, with the new snowfield cedar and thornwood crates being valued at almost 100k per crate. I've been cycling through each when I do run out, and there you have it. With just a simple click and forgetting about the workshops can make a couple billion depending on how much you tend to your workers and how much materials you have supplied. Though not able to make a couple $100 million out the door, given some time, this can still net $1 billion or more. And yes, using workshops in Grana will have the highest distance value when trading into Valencia, if you choose them. I am curious if they will add more distance value to Port Rat when the new region comes out though. But I hope this helps you decide if crate trading is worth it for you in 2023. It's been a nice way to get rid of those materials while not having to do much. As always, if you want to level those life skills faster or just want to start making more money in Black Desert Online, click this video here, and I'll see you in the next episode of Life with Shai, where I'll be hunting those little pesky beehives.